down your sword and you may yet live. Unless you still have some hopeless idea about winning. In case you've forgotten, or if perhaps it didn't occur to you, I'll remind you, Renji, that I too have Bankai.
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Black Sasuke Man, back again with another video. And tonight we are here to talk about Sparking Zero, and not necessarily just Sparking Zero as its basis, but the defenders primarily of Sparking Zero, aka or i.e. the Sparking Rangers, or the Sparking Zero Power Rangers, or the Sparking Zero Rangers. However you want to flip that, it all correlates to the same individuals or the same group of people. And now, before we get into any of that, I would like to ask you guys to please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell, and stay locked in on latest content that Kazama has to offer. And a brief side note here, I just want to add that I do greatly appreciate everyone that has been supporting the channel so far up to this point. We are over, I want to say we are now over 840 subscribers. And I personally just want to let you guys know that I am so appreciative of you guys being by my side through all of my ups and downs and all of my many hiatuses that I've taken over the course of these past couple of months. And with all due respect, you guys are the real MVPs, which I do make it a point to make community tab posts expressing how thankful I am that I have you guys by my side aiding me through this journey. And with that being said, huge shout outs to the KZN family for all of your support. And if you've made it up to this point in the video, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell, and stay locked in on latest content that Kazama has to offer. And with that being said, let's get to the topic at hand. And that being the Sparking Zero Rangers. Let's get into it. Alright, y'all. So, first and foremost, I would like to extend my hand out to Gamology to pay my respects to him and what he do as a content creator. Now, I don't know what he does on a deeper scale as far as his channel goes, but I do know surface level that he is a gaming review channel. From what I see surface level, he may do other content outside of doing reviews, but as far as I'm concerned, he does reviews at this point. Now, to those of you who may not know, Gamology made a Sparking Zero review video, and he was critiquing the game. And of course, when you hear his video, you would get the impression that he is a Dragon Ball FighterZ fan. And of course, Dragon Ball as a whole has different types of Dragon Ball gamers. There's people who like Kakarot more than the other games. There's people who like FighterZ more than the other games. There's people who like Xenoverse more than the other games. I mean, come on. Everybody has their own niche as to what style of Dragon Ball games that they like to play. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I am trying to say, I'm gonna get to the point as best as I can, because I don't want this video to be entirely too long, because I want to show you guys how overly sensitive these people are who literally made videos on this man, dogpiling him, claiming his video to be the worst Sparking Zero review ever. And if you look real closely and think outside of the box, none of them have any uniqueness, because you'll notice that they are all regurgitating the same title. If not all of them, most of them are, which is pretty sad to me. And what it looks like to me, none of them want to be on the side with the critics because they're afraid of looking bad in the community. Sad, right? Like, these dudes are literally what I call the Sparking Rangers. That's why I gave them that name. They're the Sparking Zero Rangers, because anytime somebody critiques Sparking Zero, here they come. This person is the worst person ever. This person made the worst video ever. This person is rage baiting. This person is a hater. You cannot tell me that this doesn't sound like an overly sensitive community of people. Like, I don't understand. Like, These guys are so sensitive about this game. I don't know where to start with these dudes, man. So I threw them a nickname, the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Rangers, or the Sparking Rangers, or the Sparking Zero Rangers. But prior to that Sparking Rangers intro that I threw together up there in the front of the video, if you noticed on the screen looking at the video footage that I was showing you in the beginning, you will have noticed that Gamology's video was still present during the intro. Now, if you're looking at the screen right now, you will notice that I'm showing Gamology's footage and his video is no longer there. So according to PerfectionTheNaturalSelection, which I'm going to show you guys a couple of clips from what he said in his most recent video about Gamology and what happened to him allegedly. So allegedly, people were threatening Gamology.
This is unacceptable. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has already established itself as one of the worst portions of the Dragon Ball fandom. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero fans have been going around attacking innocent individuals with life and harm threats
behind his Sparking Zero video. And so Perfection stepped up to the plate to call people out for it, because they're the reasons why Gamology took down this video.
Losers who are out here trying to act like they're little internet tough guys, trying to intimidate people, and they harass a person into pulling down their video.
Now, the content creators that you see on my Sparking Rangers clip that I made at the beginning of this video, I'm not saying that they did any of the threatening or anything like that. So no, this has nothing to do with them at all. And in fact, any of the content creators that did a review on Gamology for his video, I'm not saying that any of them were threatening that man. Now, according to PerfectionTheNaturalSelection, he gives me the impression that there were people in his comment section under his Sparking Zero video making threats, saying things that were very, very flagrant to this man, which compelled this man or intimidated this man allegedly into taking his video down. And something else that I can agree with Perfection on is the fact that Bandai Namco has yet to have intervened in the middle of this and letting the fans know that they do not condone this type of behavior from the community.
Now, isn't it funny that Bandai Namco hasn't said anything out against that, hasn't issued an apology, hasn't disavowed that behavior of intimidation tactics.
And he even makes it a point to mention how Bandai Namco went after another content creator for streaming Sparking Zero before the early access date and before the actual release date.
But they got time to play around on Twitter talking about Edgar streaming the game and how they don't condone that, but they haven't spoken out about these idiots going out here harassing innocent people.
In which, to be fair, I can't agree with them on that point, because if you got time to go after a content creator for streaming your game before early access or release date, then with that same type of power, you could also go out to the community and let them all know that you guys do not condone harassment or intimidation. And again, back to Gamology's case, not only did he have the whole community harassing him and threatening him, he also had content creators dogpiling him. I will show you guys snippets from certain individuals' channels that really overreacted about this whole thing. Like, this whole thing was completely overreacted about. I heard, oh, he said that this game and this Dragon Ball game are arena fighters when they're really not. He don't know what he's talking about. Like, people would literally take anything and say that you don't know anything about Dragon Ball. You may not have watched all of Dragon Ball, but because you don't know one thing about Dragon Ball, that automatically deems you as somebody who don't know anything about it. You could have watched the beginning of Dragon Ball, some of the Z, Mr. Buu Saga, seen GT, and the Cell Saga, and because you don't know anything about the Buu Saga, they'll swear up and down that you don't know nothing about Dragon Ball. You see what I'm saying? They'll sit there and hear you make a mistake and say that this game or this game and this game is an arena fighter, and they'll clearly call you out and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Or because you have a different view or perception of what Sparking Zero looks like to you, you don't know what you're talking about. You have the worst review ever. You see what I mean? But to summarize this particular segment of my video, I want to go ahead and say that we're going to react to a couple of the content creators' videos, and I will display and show you guys how sensitive these guys are, as to be the reason why I call them Sparking Zero Rangers or the Sparking Zero Power Rangers. Any of those names suit these guys right here, okay? So a quick disclaimer before I present to you guys some of the content creators who reacted to Gamology Sparking Zero video. I just want to put it out there that I have no beef or no issues personally with these content creators. And the reason I say this is because I know there are people out there that would go and be messy and put it out there like as if I'm attacking these dudes personally, when I'm really not attacking them personally. Now this is the moment where I grab you guys some of the clips from some of the content creators who reacted to Gamology's video and how dramatic they actually sound, and you'll begin to see what I mean. So to start this off, the first person on my list is the Arm & Hammer. Check this out. So first things first, I would like to mention that I am not a hater of anybody's channel or what they do on YouTube or whatever they got going on in their personal life. I'm not that type of person. But I say that to say that I am subscribed to the Arm & Hammer's channel because this is me personally and how I feel about his channel as a whole. He does make some great content. He's actually very entertaining, and I've honestly enjoyed some of his content. My only gripe with him is that he was celebrating the fact that Gamology took his video down. And see, here's the thing. There was a situation where him and Perfection had a run-in with each other, where Perfection had his video taken down.
I was watching Globku's video and I saw a video that was grayed out, and it turns out that video was the one you made on Perfection, and it said it got copyright strikes. A copyright strike? That's what we're doing now, G?
But as you can quite frankly see, he did not like that copyright strike being put on this video without at least having a conversation about the matter, right? Which screams the cry for integrity, right? But if I look at it from an integrity standpoint and look at it from Gamology's case, where Arm & Hammer was literally celebrating the fact that Gamology had taken their video down.
I haven't even finished breakfast and that boy ain't right.
Can I argue where's the integrity in that? Now let's just be honest, nobody likes their video taken down. And it's one thing to get your video taken down for using somebody else's content.
I would not waste the time striking your channel down if you were not using my content. I can't strike you down if you were not using my artwork, my videos, my voice. You can say whatever you want to say about me. When you use my content, your shit is coming down.
But what's even more disgusting is seeing someone take their video down all because they're being harassed in the comment section, being threatened, and being intimidated. And to put it more into perspective, imagine it being over a video game. Crazy, right? But see, here's another point that I would like to make about Arm & Hammer's case, where he had implied in his video that he would have rather Perfection came and talked to him and had a personal man-to-man conversation about the matter before issuing his copyright strike.
Like, you couldn't even make a response video? We could have had a nice little back and forth, could have pulled up. I invite you to the Discord chat. We could run a little debate and have a nice little chit chat. This didn't even want to do that, bro.
So based on his reaction about the copyright strike situation with Perfection, he goes on even further to imply that he would have had more respect for Perfection had he came and talked to him in a private sector, man to man, which means he's looking at it from an integrity standpoint. But if we go back to his community tab post, it clearly shows that he did not have the same integrity for Gamology's case. The same way he was saying that Perfection could have came to him and had a 1v1 with him in the Discord, then with that same logic, I could also argue that he could have went to Gamology and asked the Gamology member featured in that video for a private Discord chat about their review video. So let's get to the Arm & Hammer and his reaction video to Gamology Sparking Zero review video. And I'm gonna let you guys know right now that he gets very loud and very dramatic. Check this out.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hope everybody's day is going well. I'm Arm & Hammer. You already know what it is. Back at it again with another Sparking Zero video. We are now less than 1 week from the game coming out. Actually, I think it's like 5 days. And honestly, it just never fails, man. Somebody's always got something to say about this game.
And you said at the beginning, right? Let me play that back to you.
Back at it again with another Sparking Zero video.
So it's okay for you to always have something to say about the game or make another video on the game, but nobody else can?
And it wouldn't be so bad if the stuff they said didn't sound so dumb.
So because people give their opinion about the game, it sounds dumb. An opinion doesn't mean it's fact, right? But okay.
The video we are taking a look at today was published by none other than Gamology. I ain't even heard of these dudes, but judging on how rowdy their comment section got,
Which proves the threatening and intimidation thing that I was talking about, what he just said clearly proves it.
because of their video.
And again, he just confirmed it that it's because of their video, which means these guys were upset because of their review video. It's just a review video. It's just them giving their opinion about the game. What's wrong with that? Just because you don't agree or you don't understand their point or take on it doesn't make them dumb or stupid. It's just you don't understand and don't want to accept it.
Tight mindset, you know what
There's a difference between opinionating about something and being stupid.
I'm saying? They wanted the sequel to another game, they got this game instead.
So you're assuming that people are upset. You're assuming that people who criticize Sparking Zero are upset because they didn't get the sequel to a Dragon Ball game that they were playing.
And they aren't really too happy about it. So without further ado,
So I saw Gamology's video, and it's not that Gamology wasn't happy about it. They didn't even give the notion that they weren't happy. They were just merely giving an honest review. So I don't know why is it that when people criticize Sparking Zero and the guys or the Sparking Rangers, they want to come along and say, oh, you're just mad because you didn't get the sequel to the game that you like. Why is there always the comeback mechanic or the arguing point? Why we can't just opinionate or criticize or critique the game without being looked at as somebody who's upset because they didn't get a new version of the game, the Dragon Ball game that they play the most? Like, come on, man. They just literally gave a review, but okay.
let's get into the video. Why Dragon Ball Sparking Zero feels so familiar, and not in a good way. Well, at least these got quality, and I wouldn't expect nothing less from a channel with 2 million subs.
Can you spot what's wrong with these two Dragon Ball Z games?
Yeah, one of them.
Before he can even explain, before Gamology could even explain what his take was as to what is wrong with the game from his perspective, he's already commenting before the dude could even give his point. That's what I'm talking about. Give the person a chance to explain it. Soon as he said, do you want to know, soon as Gamology said, do you want to know what's wrong with these two Dragon Ball games? He's already like, yep. He pauses it. Yep, I already did. You know, he's just already putting his own little spin on it. You see what I'm saying? They quick to jump on it. It sounds like to me that they're upset about somebody opinionating on the game more than the person opinionating on the game or critiquing the game.
From Xenoverse. What the fuck? Like, y'all could have put Tenkaichi 3 right here, so.
What's wrong with him comparing it to Xenoverse? It's a Dragon Ball game. In Xenoverse, Goku's in the game. In Sparking Zero, Goku's in the game. They got, Xenoverse has the characters that Sparking Zero has. So how come they can't be compared? They have the same characters. I don't understand. Like,
Goku and Vegeta battling it out in a Utah-looking desert? It's a classic.
So?
he just, Gamology just said it's a classic. You know what I mean? It's a classic, you know, area where they fight. It's the like he said, it's the iconic battleground where Vegeta and Goku first fight. Okay.
You're mad because Goku and Vegeta are fighting in a Dragon Ball Z game?
Dude, he didn't even say he was mad. Gamology did not say once that they were upset about it. Why does he keep hammering it in that they're upset? Gamology doesn't even sound angry. Like, stop with this. They are literally throwing, oh, you're mad on anybody that critiques the game. Why do we gotta be upset? Why do people gotta be angry? They gotta be pissed off to just so guess what, guys? We can't critique a game without being pissed off. We can't just critique a game and be calm, but we gotta be pissed off in order to critique a game. From his logic, right?
What the fuck?
He's so dramatic, bro. He's so dramatic.
Hey, who would have thought, bro? A Dragon Ball Z fighting game would have Goku and Vegeta's most iconic battle in it.
Like he doesn't know that. He's the one that made the video and put the he just see what I'm saying? Gamology just said it's the iconic scene where Goku and Vegeta fight. He just said it himself. So how is he
Hey, let him cook though. Let him cook. Let him.
Right, you need to let him cook, because every time he starts to say something, you jump in ready to go ahead and try to make him look bad, saying he's angry, he's pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Took DBZ into the modern era. And with the new engine, you can likely pick out which one is the newest game, Sparking Zero. But which one is the second newest?
Now, does that sound like he was angry? Does that sound like he's upset? Let's run that back, right? Let's run that back. Let's hear his question again. Let's hear Gamology's question.
Into the modern era. And with the new engine, you can likely pick out which one is the newest game, Sparking Zero. But which one is the second newest?
The newest game, of course, is Sparking Zero, and he asks which one is the second newest. Okay, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? He's just merely commentating at this point. And judging from the screen, I mean, of course, everybody that plays Xenoverse 2 knows which one is Xenoverse. I mean, everybody obviously know which game is going to be the newest game. I mean, we know that, but I mean, that's not to say that he's angry that he didn't get Dragon Ball Fighter Z2 or something like that. Like, they're just reaching.
Does the gameplay look different? Faster? Smoother? Tighter?
And if you look at both of the four of those clips, I can see where he's going with that. You know what I mean? They look similar. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. They do look similar. If you go back and look at that, look at it. Hold on, wait. Wait, let me go back.
Quickly pick out which one is the newest game, Sparking Zero. But which one is
Look, if you look at them, they do look the same. I mean, what's like,
does the gameplay look different?
The gameplay, I mean, it looks the same. I mean, but it's just modernized. I mean, everything's modernized. I mean, what's wrong?
Faster, smoother, tighter, closer to the source material. Besides the graphics, it's almost impossible to tell. And that's a problem. Dragon Ball.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like, I don't know who edited your video, but y'all niggas put Xenoverse 1 and 2 in the same picture, bro. And Xenoverse 2 being a sequel to the first game with just more shit. Of course it's gonna look damn near the same.
Okay, what about the ones at the bottom then?
Now, this one in the bottom right corner, I believe is Burst Limit. Burst Limit plays completely different from...
But he just showed you that Burst Limit plays this. It looks the same. It looks the same. He just showed you in the 4 scenes. He just showed you that they both look the same. Like when I was watching them play, I seen Burst Limit down there playing. It kind of does look the same. What's wrong with that? Just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean that it...
From the rest of these games, it's not really an arena fighter. I guess you could call it that, but y'all remember that...
That's not the point Gamology is making, but we're gonna let him...
Dragon Ball Z fight.
The point he's making is that, see, he's taking it a whole different... He's making a whole different point outside of what Gamology is trying to show you, is that they all look the same. Like you see Xenoverse 1 and 2 at the top, and then you see Burst Limit down at the bottom right, and then the Dragon Ball game on the bottom left. They all look the same. Once you play that, you'll see all the clips and look at them all at once, and it's like, yeah, Xenoverse 1 and 2 plays the same as Burst Limit. It can be compared. Honestly, let's just be honest. Stop trying to just like...
Fighting game from back in the early 2000s. It was called Buddha.
It doesn't matter if it's an arena fighter or not. He's trying to ask you, does it not look the same to each other? Doesn't Burst Limit look like Xenoverse 1 and 2 then? Let's just put it that way. But let's see if he agrees at least that it does look kind of the same.
Kai is basically like Dragon Ball's version of Tekken, but you know, it's got flight and you have like ki and shit. But that is what Burst Limit is. It is Budokai HD. It doesn't play like your typical Dragon Ball.
He stated that it only has some minor little things to it like flight, and that's it. That's not really a drastic change because the characters are supposed to have flight. It's Dragon Ball. So that's you gotta expect that to be in the game. It can't be a Dragon Ball game without it. So of course it's gonna have flight and stuff. It's got to.
Arena fighter, because me personally, I don't really count Budokai as an arena fighter.
That's your personal opinion.
Count it as like a 2D fighter in a way.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
You know,
Everybody can look at each of these Dragon Ball games and somebody can say, oh, that's an arena fighter, and you can say it's not, and somebody else can say, no, it is an arena fighter, and another 4 people can say it's not. Some people can say it's a 2D/3D, some people can say it's just a 2D. There's nothing wrong with that.
this is Raging Blast 2. That's Tenkaichi HD. That was like the new Tenkaichi before Sparking Zero. Plays completely different from the rest of these games. Maybe the niggas that they had playing them.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Now,
Just new basic combos, and that's
so he's gonna blame it on the people that's playing the games as the reason why the games look similar playstyle wise. He's gonna blame the people that are doing the combos. Basically, what he just said. He just basically said that it's because he said maybe it's because of the dudes playing the games. That's the reason why they kind of look like they're the same. Look, listen.
Zero, right?
He's implying that it's because of the people who's playing the games.
It's completely different from the rest of these games. Maybe the niggas that they had playing them just new basic combos, and that's really all it was to it. But once you get into like the high level esques of these games, they play completely different. But
You did not debunk the fact. You just agreed that the game it looks the same because of the people playing the game, which that's a lousy excuse to give it. But okay.
Tighter, closer to the source material. Besides the graphics,
The games are going to be, adapted to the source material. It's Dragon Ball. It has to be. So,
almost impossible to tell. And that's a problem. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is looking to switch up the DBZ Arena Fighter formula. But the truth is, it fails to switch up the formula at all. There have been well over 100 titles in the DBZ franchise. From the sublime to the absurd. But when Dragon Ball started using a boilerplate arena fighter template back in 2002 with the introduction of the Budokai series,
I had an awesome time with Budokai Tenkaichi 2, 3. I even played Final Bout, Supersonic Warriors. I played a lot of those Dragon Ball games, man. I mean, that was the golden age of Dragon Ball to me. So I grew up around those games. But anyway.
with over 20 different DBZ arena fighters released in the past 20 years.
Wait, what the fuck?
God damn, Craig!
Was this even necessary? Listen to this dude. If anybody sounds upset, it's him. Listen to this dude.
Felt like it's been stuck in a hyperbolic time chamber. With over 20 different DBZ arena fighters released in the past 20 years.
Wait!
It's morphin' time!
What the fuck?
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
He's so extra. Like, oh my God, big deal. Like, big deal.
Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say, no! Oh, shit, say it again, say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Big deal. Like, what do you...
Did this nigga... Bro, did these niggas think that Dragon Ball FighterZ is an arena fighter? Dragon Ball FighterZ is not an arena fighter, bro.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Here we go. He's about to start whining. All because the man put a Dragon Ball title in his little scene right here that is not an arena fighter or whatever. He's about to make a big deal out of it. He's got to overreact, y'all. Watch this.
It's a traditional 2D fighting game, bro. What the f? Dragon Ball Legends? That's a fucking mobile game, bro.
We top flight security of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world. All kind of shit. They need security in the world, Craig.
He is so dramatic. Like you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Dude is so dramatic, man. He is so dramatic. Like, I don't understand.
Dragon Ball Z Sagas, bro. That is not... Alright, bro. What the f?
I wanna bite someone in the face! Mother! Ah! That stupid jungle!
Now, me personally, I don't really count the Budokai series as arena fighters.
To be fair, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and 2 are not arena fighters, but still, it's the fact that he was so dramatic about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, maybe y'all do, and I'm just tweaking out.
I mean, honestly, you tweaked out this whole portion of the segment right here when you discovered that he had a couple of games in there that you don't consider arena fighters, and legit, some of them aren't arena fighters, but you kind of tweaked out on that part. But you know, yeah, bro, you tweaked out, bro. You just got, oh man.
But it doesn't play the same as the Tenkaichi games, like, at all. Like, it plays more closely to, like, you know, Tekken, you know, fighters.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Now, to say they don't play like the Tenkaichi series at all, I kind of disagree with that, because Budokai Tenkaichi got its style to some degree from the Budokai series. Put it like this: you said not at all, right? Not at all. Well, the reason why I say that is wrong is because Budokai Tenkaichi would not exist without Budokai 1 and 2. So they had to have gotten some sort of idealistic playstyle from those games. I mean, without those games and their playstyle mechanics, they would not have Budokai Tenkaichi at all. They had to have adopted some form of its relevance into that game, some sort of style from it to play similar to it, although they expanded on a lot of the mechanics on that game. But that does not mean that it does not play like it to some degree. Now that's where I disagree. Now I could agree with you on that it's not completely like it, but I have to disagree where you said it's not like it at all, to be fair.
Sparking Zero promises to be more of an exercise in nostalgia than an actual competitive fighting.
And in fact, Sparking Zero is a nostalgia-based game. We got Sparking Zero as a continuation of the Tenkaichi series, which technically a Tenkaichi 4, but they labeled it Sparking Zero, being that it has Dragon Ball Super within the game. So they had to give it a different name based on the fact that we have Dragon Ball Super. But otherwise, it would have been still more likely labeled it Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4. They would have probably did that if we did not have Super.
See, that's what everybody says, like, oh, this game is just nostalgia bait, it's just a cat.
I'm not saying it's nostalgia bait. Now, whoever is saying it's bait, they're attaching the word bait to it. It's not necessarily bait, but it is nostalgia 100%. Okay, it's not a bait type of thing. Like, they're trying to make it or give the impression that it's a game just to lure you in on the facts of nostalgia. And like I said, again, it is nostalgia, but it's not a baity type of game. You know, they just wanted to give us a game to play, you know, based off of the Tenkaichi series. They wanted to continue on with the game. They're not trying to bait us in with nothing, because at the end of the day, you don't have to buy the game if you don't want to buy the game. It's not bait. When it comes to a game, in a sense of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, you don't have to buy the game, so it can't bait you to do nothing you don't want to do. It can't bait you to do nothing you didn't already think of doing. Carry on.
But let's see if this dude actually has valid reasons why. And nigga, you're using Simpsons memes?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
He's trying to roast this man, but memes are a thing. What's wrong with a meme? I would use a Family Guy meme. I would use it if it's funny. I would use a Johnny Bravo meme if it was funny. I mean, what's wrong with what's wrong with using a meme? Who cares if it's a, you see, it's the fact that he's trying to clamor for something to be funny. He's trying to find a way to be funny. Like, okay, he's using a Simpson meme. I've seen plenty of videos today's time, 2024, of people using the Simpsons meme. Like, I've seen it. Like, it's not really funny like that, but I guess.
Boom. Roasted.
What the fuck? Let me shut up.
You see what I mean? He's trying to be funny, but it really wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Like, he thought it was funny, but it really wasn't. Like, okay, It's a Simpsons meme, okay? People use Family Guy memes. Family Guy came out years ago, okay? Like, who cares, bro? Like, you're highlighting something that, and you're like, let me just be quiet, like you just really just did something. But bro, no disrespect to you, fam. I'm just keeping it straight a stack with you.
So this is gonna be a fun video. Holy shit.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Dragon Ball fans deserve better. Full disclosure, I've been a huge Dragon Ball fan since I stumbled across it on Spanish Access Television when I was 10 years old. I love Dragon Ball.
Of course he has. He just said it.
Okay, it means more to me than any other animated franchise. I name my cat Piccolo and sometimes dress him up like Lord Beerus. That's why I need Dragon Ball Z.
Time the nigga out for an hour.
What's wrong with that? I don't understand. Like, what's with the sly remarks, like the TMI and oh yeah, you did. Like, what's with all of that? He's a fan of Dragon Ball. What's wrong with that? You got people going to cons and everything dressed as Goku and stuff, and you know what's wrong with that? You're making it seem like as if it's something wrong with him putting the Lord Beerus thing around his neck, around his cat's neck. There's females that do it, but oh, let me guess, if it was a female doing it, then you wouldn't have nothing to say. You would have liked it and everything. But he talking about what he does as a fan of Dragon Ball. You got something sly to say about it. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how that's funny. Like, you're trying to be sarcastic and it's just not working. It's falling flat because there's people out here that do far, I don't want to say worse, but far outlandish things when it comes to being a fan of Dragon Ball. Like, people cosplay this stuff, bro. Like, okay,
you tried it, it didn't land.
Need to do better. Looking back on the past is comforting, but we can't live in it forever. We deserve either a transformative leap forward for the series or a sequel to the only transcendent Dragon Ball game over the last decade.
God damn, Chris!
Mother of God, it's all toilet sounds.
Shut your
Oh, wait, so that's what this is about. All right.
Now watch what he's finna do, bro. Watch what I know what he's fixing to do. I know exactly what he's about to do. Watch this.
You just snitched on yourself, bro.
How?
So
please do explain.
That's what this is about. My nigga wanted Dragon Ball Fighter Z 2.
You stupid.
Now, where in the video did he say that? Where in the video did this man ever say that? He never said that. But okay, at this point, I can clearly see where this is gonna go, so I'm not gonna keep reacting to this man's video. This man's video is almost an hour, and just reacted to only a small portion or not even 30% of his video. I have already reached the maximum of almost 30 to 40 minutes, if not a little bit over 30 minutes. I could have sat there and broke down his whole video and showed you guys that clearly he's overreacting about the whole thing, and based on his reaction in this video, you could clearly see that he really doesn't have a problem with this man's review video. And in fact, a lot of these guys who reacted to Gamology's video genuinely did not have a problem with the video. They were just piggybacking off of each other, regurgitating the same wash, rinse, repeat complaints, which screams disingenuous. Because I literally watched Gamology's video and there was really nothing really wrong with his video. At this point, it's safe to say that it's clearly a bias because of the fact that Sparking Zero is being criticized. That's it, that's all. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next Sparking Zero Ranger. If you guys want to check out the rest of Arm & Hammer's video, the link will be down in the description below. Big shout outs to Arm & Hammer. Like, share, and subscribe if you're interested. I just want to make sure I put that out there out of respect for him. And of course, up next is your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, President Rose. Check this out. All right, y'all. Now, first and foremost, I would like to go ahead and say big shout outs to President Rose and all of his success. And if you hadn't already, go by his channel, hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell, and stay locked in on latest content that he has to offer over there. that is primarily where you'll find a lot of things Dragon Ball content related over there on his channel. So if you want to stay up to date on the latest happenings with Dragon Ball content, President Rose's channel is definitely where you can get some good material from and information about the latest happenings in the Dragon Ball community. So once again, big shout outs to President Rose. Quick disclaimer, I would like to put it out there that I personally do not have any beef with President Rose. I don't have anything against him personally at all. And once again, as I've already said for the Arm & Hammer, I'm also saying this for President Rose as well, that I'm saying this because I know that there are people out there who will go and try to conspire beef between us when that was clearly not my intent from the get-go. So this is honestly constructive criticism, and I'm merely sharing my insight on this situation because I felt that it's important to mention in hopes that it can bring about change in his community. So on September 22nd, CustomKitGaming did a live stream titled "Smoking on That Sparking Zero Pack, Things to Discuss Before He Buys the Game." And if you're one of those creators out there who is live streaming about Sparking Zero and you have a title like that, do expect people to pop up in your chat who are anti-Sparking Zero critics. However, CustomKitGaming had a special guest on his platform that night who is none other than PerfectionTheNaturalSelection himself. And approximately about an hour and 54 minutes into the live stream, I ended up joining CustomKitGaming and Perfection on the live stream to talk about Sparking Zero and the Dragon Ball community as a whole when it comes to Sparking Zero, in which I do have a recording of the same exact stream during the segment where I joined and beyond. And here's where President Rose and his community comes in at. So here's my only gripe with President Rose. It's the fact that he has so much influence over his community, and he also carries a lot of weight in the Dragon Ball community as well in his own right. My only thing is that if you know that your community is known for going to other people's live streams who are critiquing Sparking Zero and are disrespecting people's chats by disrespecting their guests because of their dislike for that specific person or content creator, or their disdain towards people who criticize a specific game that they like, or in this case Sparking Zero, that it's not right that they go to another content creator's channel with the person or content creator they dislike is being interviewed as a guest to defamate, dox, and harass that person when the platform that the said guest, being PerfectionTheNaturalSelection, does not own.
I didn't shit on anyone though. I haven't said a disrespectful thing at all. You said, why can't we keep it about the game? But he doesn't keep it about. I'm saying, but Zega, I'm saying that here. We're not on Perfection's channel or in his comment section. I'm saying for CKG, why can't you keep it about the game here when we're talking about the game? This live stream doesn't say Perfection's past and what's to cover. Like it doesn't have that. We're not diving into his history or none of that. We did that. We did that already. We have a 5-hour live stream doing that. Me and Asian. A couple of times. So, we already did that. Go to the Laugh Fest if you want those questions and answers. This is about sparking. Okay? So I don't care about no disrespect, gentlemen. But for right now, I don't really indulge in your personal life. Okay? Like, right? I let y'all be y'all, because y'all are grown fucking men. Hey, if you want me to ask you stuff, I will. But this is not that stream. This is about sparking.
If you go back and watch that stream, we had people from President Rose's community coming into Custom's live chat and doxing, harassing, and defamating Perfection's character, which is not right. And again, if you go back and watch the entire stream, you'll clearly see that there was a lot of bannings happening. His community came into CustomKitGaming's chat being so toxic and immature till the point mods were banning people left and right. And keep in mind that this is all because they have a dislike for Perfection, and number one, they do not like when people criticize Sparking Zero. And all because we were on stream with Perfection talking about Sparking Zero to critique the game, we were labeled Perfection meat writers. Sparking videos keep going. They just...
Bro, this is well over 100. Bro.
Wow. But see...
Hypocrite.
I'm a glazer, bro.
But we're glazing.
Crazy.
Sounds like pot calling the kettle black.
crazy.
Sounds
bro.
like rules for me, but not for thee. So
I'm seeing chronic meat riding right here for Sparking Zero. That's what I'm seeing.
So to counteract the Rose fan and his statement that we were the Perfection hate Sparking Zero meat riders or glazers, we decided to make it a point to show the Rose fan that his favorite YouTuber President Rose was a proven Sparking Zero glazer by going to his channel and displaying his portfolio of all the Sparking Zero videos he's made overall, and to also make it a point that it would be hypocritical to not call Rose a glazer of the game when it's proof in plain sight by the number of videos that he has.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Bro, we're getting into 50s at this point. We're getting into, wait, he's critiquing other people.
But he's got like 50 videos.
He can critique other people?
Hold on,
y'all.
This pot calling the kettle metal. Rules for me, but not for thee.
I'm at 60 videos right now.
Oh, almost 70.
68, 70. If we go past 80, I'm at 80. This is 80 videos.
Damn.
83.
He got you
86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Can we go 100?
Damn.
Perfection, he got you beat, bro. I literally, I was just on your channel watching your. I just watched your video today.
Wait a minute, it's 100 videos, bro. This is 100.
You know what?
Video.
I think we have to diagnose this as a terminal case of glazing. That's terminal glazing right there, bro.
And something else that I've noticed about the Sparking Zero community as of late is the fact that they did nothing but complain about the fact that Perfection has a bunch of videos critiquing the game while they get to call him a hater of the game, but yet they don't want to admit that President Rose is a glazer of the game, which we also point out in this clip right here.
100 videos, okay? And your favorite YouTubers have been making videos for 2 years on this game. If you add all those up, two videos a day for 52 weeks in a year, add that up. Well over 100. Like, come on, bro. What is these copes?
I don't understand, man. It's like, come on, bro. So y'all argument is, oh, the game hasn't come out yet, but you guys are hyping a game up saying it's going to be good. What if okay, let me put this logic this way. What if you hype this game up all this time, you hadn't came out yet, and then when you get the game, it's ass? Then what? And also, let's make note of the fact that the person also specifically said that Rose was right about us being meat riders, which egregiously implied that Rose was talking down, which is why I clipped this statement custom made on stream stating that neither of us had nothing bad to say about Rose, specifically in a sense to passively say, why is Rose saying stuff like that, allegedly, when we've said nothing about him disrespectfully or in that manner. I'm looking at the comments, I'm like, why y'all coming in here with that toxicity, bro? This is not that, bro. This is not that type of club. Like, if that's if that's the type of energy you're gonna bring to somebody else's platform, then go back to your own corner. Like, you already know.
We don't bring Rose up in ill faith. Nobody here has.
Nobody even mentioned this guy.
If anything, we praise Rose for his efforts and what he brings to the community. But they don't care about that.
Right.
They just want to shit on somebody. That's exactly what I mean. How is that not incel? How is that not incel? I don't understand, bro.
And not only that, but one of Custom's mods even went as far as to make the comment, right, that they're making Rose look bad by coming to someone else's stream acting the way they are. And Custom made the comment stating that basically the impression that his followers give off is that he can't coexist with other content creators because of his crowd. And he also highlights some of the content creators and their communities that he associates with and states that they don't carry themselves in that manner, in which, to be honest, does make him look bad.
Last time, bro, it does make the situations look bad, as if I can't coexist with other creators because of their crowd. Zajan never does this. His people never do this. You understand?
No,
that?
you know,
I
know what it is?
I can have Zajan on here at any moment, and KB, anybody, Blackout, all those people will come over here and be cool and civil, even if we're talking negative about the game. It seems to be his crowd that can't handle negativity on the game, bro. Because I don't get this from no other crowd. Not Perfections, not JoJo's, not nobody. I don't get this from no other crowd but his.
No,
That's
you
why
know
I'm
what
really
it is,
cocky,
man. You
man.
know
They
what it
cocky.
is. You know what it is. Even though these are people who are 18, 19, 20 years old, they still have this high school mentality. Let
That's
me
exactly
explain.
what
So,
that is. What's crazy is the fact that Custom points out that if Rose was speaking highly of him to his community, that they wouldn't even be coming to his platform acting like they are in the first place, which goes back to what I said about Rose having the power of influence over his community.
Like, I'm not shying away. I'm not timing people out. I'm just letting you do you, bro. Let you get it all out. Enough I hate yous will turn into love, because that's all hate is confused love. To be honest, if Rose was speaking highly of me, y'all wouldn't be doing this. You know, if he was here bigging me up, if he was here shouting me out, if he was here dropping links, y'all wouldn't be here doing this. So that lets me know what I need to know.
So again, I want to make it a point to say that when you're a critic of Dragon Ball, or in this case, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it never fails that someone ends up being threatened, harassed, a victim of character defamation, and even worse, doxxed by these type of so-called Dragon Ball fans. And it's sad that all these content creators, aka the Dragon Ball Sparking Rangers, would even go as far as to dogpile someone over their opinionated perspective over a video game, which again is why I call these individuals the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Rangers. They're quite hypocritical based on the fact that they want you to hold the label of a Sparking Zero hater, but yet they don't want to accept the fact that they are exactly the contrary of that label that they gave you in the first place. You can't criticize them for glazing, but yet they can tell you to shut up for not glazing. I mean, make it make sense. But anyway, the only note I'm leaving on his desk is that he check in on his community and how they carry themselves on other people's platform, because it tarnishes his name in the sense that his fan base and the way they carry themselves give off the impression that they are mostly a bunch of young-minded toxic teenagers and kids who hate when people talk about their favorite video game. And that's just not the type of persona or impression that you want other content creators to have in mind when it comes to your name. I for sure wouldn't want to have or even try the idea of having a mature debate with a content creator who has trailing behind him a mob full of disrespectful degenerates who will go as far as to defame someone and spam hate comments in the chat the whole stream. I mean, I like mature debates and that's fine and all, but if your community is unhinged like they have shown themselves to be, then I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with you because of them. And that's all I have to say. Last person I want to mention is none other than Mike Hollow. Check this out. So first and foremost, if you hadn't heard of Mike Hollow, I'll make sure to link his channel in the description below, as he does have some entertaining content. And from what I can see is that he's a commentary channel as well as a gaming channel all in one. So I'm personally recommending his channel to you guys, and if you're interested, go like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, hear me out real quick. First, I just want to clarify that I am a subscriber of Mike Hollow, and as far as I'm concerned, Mike isn't a proven glazer of Sparking Zero like the others I've mentioned, due to his channel not showing a repetitious sign of back-to-back content on Sparking Zero like that of President Rose and the Arm & Hammer. But however, what made me label him a Sparking Zero Ranger is the fact that I noticed he jumped in on the dogpiling of gamology with the other content creators I mentioned and showed screenshots and or video footage of having done so to said content creator. I'll further add that I don't have much else on my list to tack his name to as far as the category of a Sparking Zero Ranger goes, other than the fact that he jumped in line with the other 25 to 30 content creators who literally made the same video on gamology saying the exact same thing all of the other, again, 25 to 30 content creators have already said.
Shut the fuck, shut! Did I say no? Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
And I find him doing that quite disingenuous based on the fact that he literally stated the same regurgitated points that they all said. And if you look up the same title on YouTube, you'll find that all of the other channels and their videos are literally saying the exact same thing. It's like going to 10 different places and back home and having heard the same song over and over again just to hear your teenager play the same song again. And I just felt like, in my opinion, that he just wanted the bandwagon with the others, all because it was something he discovered had blew up as an opportunity to get in on. And don't get me wrong, I could honestly digest this review a lot better than I could the Arm & Hammer's review. I'm just saying, between him dropping hella N-bombs and cursing and yelling, I'd much rather watch Mike Hollow's review 10 times than listen to the Arm & Hammer and his sensitivity flashouts throughout his review.
Boom. Roasted.
But all in all, based on Mike's title on his review video, it also screams defense of Sparking Zero as well.
Got him! Got him!
Which is 100% what qualifies him for the badge of honor and the title known as a Sparking Zero Ranger.
We are security. Ain't that a bitch? We are security guards. Here.
Ooh-wee. Man, sorry for the long-winded rebuttal, but it had to be done. If you kicked it with your boy this long, and you found the information intriguing, and the video hit you with a few laughs, go ahead and hit that like button. You done made it this far anyway, why not? Subscribe and turn on or off the noti bell, as it still locks you in as a certified member of the KZN family. Peace and love, and I'll see y'all in the next one.